you
and
have
to the people who's not working?
No. Like poor people here, like if they are not working, they can apply for help, like like from the government, but it's not really much. It's like maybe like a card they give them with money on it for food, but nothing really like crazy. Like your place probably what they provide living, and what do they provide?
Yeah, they just give
give
money.
you everything.
Yeah, they just give money so they can rent.
Wow.
They can buy food.
So they don't have to do anything.
No.
No,
there is some people like even like they have kids. Their kids not gonna work, and then they have kids. Like there is a whole generation of people who's not working, and
doesn't that really kind of give the bad incentives to be lazy and be just feeding off the?
Yeah, that's
everyone.
why there is like sometimes old generation that not working, like their parents, their grandparents, they all not working.
And how do you feel about that? You feel that they should change the laws in Belgium?
Yeah, they should like encourage. I don't know what to say. Encourage people to work, not just giving them money to do nothing. It's crazy.
And why do you think the government allows like the no-go zones, like the areas where the police don't even want to go? And it's like you said, you felt so unsafe. You could have gotten kidnapped, right? Even there, right?
But it's like everywhere. Like here in Miami, you can not like go on at nighttime in some area,
Really? What area can you not go in Miami? Oh.
Like I think Wynwood at night you cannot go.
No, a lot of people go there at Wynwood at night. That's where they have a lot of music festivals and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, Wynwood at night is definitely kind of, I don't know, maybe sketchy, but there's still a lot of people there at night.
Crazy thing is about Wynwood, my car got broken into in Wynwood.
Oh yeah.
So it's a little sketchy over there.
So talking about cars, how do you feel nowadays driving a Tesla? Do you feel that they targeting you, or you get scared, or no?
No, definitely not. Not in Florida.
Not in Florida.
No, maybe if I was probably in a different state where like up north is, but Florida, no. Everybody, look, there's a Tesla right here. Everybody here, look, a Cybertruck.
Right.
Like everybody here, this is like normal for us. So we don't get targeted here. But if we were, like look at this shit, another Cybertruck here. Like everybody here has Teslas.
I don't know why they feel like it's okay to destroy and vandalize a car to like have a political opinion. That's ridiculous.
Well, I think what happened was Elon fired all of his employees, so they all lost their jobs and stuff. So that was another thing. Like when they fired everybody,
What employees? Employees from Tesla? No.
Yeah.
He fired Tesla employees?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, look it up. He fired a bunch of Tesla employees, and his stock went down to shit too. So maybe I'll probably sell my car.
I mean, I know he fired like Twitter, employees when he took over Twitter. A lot.
Oh yeah, he fired people on Twitter too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's big.
That's why a lot of people are vandalizing their cars, and they're just trying to make a statement like "fuck Elon,"
Right.
But it does suck that they vandalize people's property because people pay for this shit,
Yeah.
So it's like, why vandalize my shit because he's the owner? We don't have nothing to do with that. We just like the car,
Right.
But yeah, man. I mean, that's just how this generation is.
What do you think about this generation, Luis? Like your generation, this generation.
My generation?
Gen Z.
Yeah. The younger people generation. What's your opinions? How are you guys different from the older generations, previous?
I think we have like more open mind, and like we're trying more to help the hurt. A lot of young people like they do things to save the world, about the pollution. I don't know how to explain it in English. Like,
social causes.
Yeah, because like our parents, like I don't know, they were not talking about this on TV and everything about like the heart problems. I don't know what to say.
What do you think about male-female situation nowadays compared to before, like your parents' generation? How's that different, or you don't know?
I think it was always like this. Like people want to fuck.
Mhm.
Like I think even when our parents were young, it was like the same shit because men and women they have attraction. So I don't know.
There's needs, right? They like to
Yeah.
fuck, yeah. They like, you know.
So I think it was always like this. Maybe a long time before it was not like this. Like people were getting just married with the person they were fucking with.
But what do you think girls nowadays expect from guys that they want to? Yeah.
Yeah, that's different because now girls they have a lot of acceptation.
Expectations. Yeah.
You filming?
Yes. It's okay?
You on
What?
TV?
Why are you filming?
We're on national TV.
Why not?
We're on national TV. Miami Poppin' TV.
No, but yeah.
You're live right now.
But what kind of expectations nowadays?
They want the guy to have money. They want the guy to take care of them. They want the guy to do everything, and them nothing.
That's what I've noticed too. I'm glad that you say that. So they
Yeah.
don't want to bring anything to the table,
Yeah,
and they basically just because they're a girl and then they have the
But
vagina.
not all the girls, but like a lot of girls now. Because
Well-
they seeing some rich guy, and here in
Yeah.
Miami they seeing yacht, and
Mm-hmm.
everything is free for them, so they're expecting a lot. But
How did things become like this? Because as you said, throughout history, girls and guys have always had sexual attraction. Girls always want to be with guys. Guys always want to be with girls. You know, assuming that's the case. You know, but why is it now that the girls seem to be able to demand so much more?
I think because
know,
just
that's the
now
funny
we are
thing.
like in superficial world, like superficial, superficial.
Superficial.
Superficial?
Everything is about money. Everything is about how we look.
No, but how come for example, how come the girls are able to get away with it more now in 2025 versus 2020 versus 2015, you know, versus 2000, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe flip it the other way. Why is it that guys are so thirsty nowadays
Yeah.
to give girls so much more
I can answer
advantage?
that question.
Answer that.
You want to know why? Because of social media.
I was saying.
Let's blame social media right now. So
Yeah.
back in the days before there was Instagram, before there was Facebook, you know, people would, you know, even years ago when your mom and dad was, you know, people were looking for love. People wrote love letters, you know, to each
Right.
other. People would write letters, you know, hey, I miss you, I want to see you.
Yeah.
But now everything, we have social media where somebody could just slide in a DM and hey, I want to see you, let's fuck, whatever, where you're from. You have to have a certain profile or, you know, it's all about who you are on social media. That's kind of what ruined a lot of shit. So now these guys are just thirsty, you know, spamming girls and trying to get their attention by offering them money, buying shit, like she said, free shit and a lot of other stuff, you know. And then other girls see that and they're like, oh my god, we need to go to Miami because Miami, all these guys are rich, they have yachts, they have fucking all these cool parties,
Good car.
good cars. And back home where they're from, they don't see shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, they don't.
We have good cars.
No, but I'm saying like you don't have good weather. You don't have.
Only the weather.
You don't have good clubs.
But we
You
have
don't
a lot
have.
of rich people.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, Miami people think is the best place in the world, right? That's why you're here right now learning English.
No, I don't think it's the best place.
but to some people in Belgium, they would think this is the best place in the world compared to where they're from. You know.
No, but
Okay.
Yeah, so the thing with
We
social
can have
media-
opinion- but yeah, so let's blame it on social media because.
But you also benefit from social media. If you look at your social profile, you know, it's
Yeah.
pretty popping, right? You know?
Yeah, of course. Like, honestly, like I think social media is very powerful because you know, especially if
but
you
it's
want
very
to.
fake too.
Oh yeah, of course. The internet everything's fake. I mean, not everything, but
So
it's-
would you think
everybody wants to look good on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
would you be better off with or without social media? Both of you answer that question.
I'm gonna be honest. I wish I can be without social media.
If for example,
But-
everyone was without social media, would you be better off or would you be worse off?
I think it would be better. But me, I need social media.
I think the world would be a better place
Yeah.
if we didn't have social media. But at the same time, I feel like what else would we do? You know what I mean? Like everybody else is on, we're all on social media. Everybody wants to look good on the internet. You know, everybody wants to look so perfect on the internet, but in person they're not as perfect as you think they are. They all have a lot of flaws. But I feel like personally, like I use my Instagram for the marketing for the, you know, for my job. That's the only reason why I even use Instagram. But if I didn't use that for my, you know, to get people to come out with me and stuff, I would never use social media. I wouldn't give two fucks about it.
Yeah, for me, like I'm a naturally outgoing guy. So like I'm that 10-20%, you know, the guys are naturally outgoing, you know?
Yeah.
So if social media were to disappear overnight, which it won't, I would be better off because like I could still talk to girls on the street, you know, at a cafe.
You remember when that TikTok ban was gonna happen, where they were gonna delete TikTok, and everybody started panicking, the whole world.
Right.
They're gonna delete TikTok. They're gonna delete TikTok. So imagine how people would feel if they deleted Instagram.
Right.
Very bad.
People would cry
I
because
would cry.
people, content creators. I mean, you have all this shit. People like they literally wake up. As soon as they wake up, they go on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, like people don't even text no more. People are just more on Instagram every day, all day, every day.
Imagine
You know,
if
so it's just
Facebook
like-
didn't buy Instagram. No one really uses Facebook anymore except families, right?
Yeah. Only
But it
family.
used to be, look, 10 years ago, it was the social app. Facebook was the social app.
Yeah.
All right, well, this has been a really good chat.
Hey, we're almost there.
Like outside this condo.
We're 5 minutes away.
Okay, where are we supposed to go?
Just wait outside there. We'll be there.
Yeah. Just wait right there. We'll be there in 5 minutes.
Sorry.
All right, bye.
All right.